I try to play for my girls every once in a while, and they don't want anything to do with it.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I think that's so sweet.
Me too.
They're
Tell
just
them.
like, Dad, please,
Yeah, exactly.
we're done with you.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm a Jersey girl,
Oh,
so
yeah?
people need to know Bruce is a part of your culture if you grew up in Jersey.
100%.
So as a Bruce fan,
Yeah.
Scott said that most loyal fans will learn something in this. So what did you learn about Bruce?
I mean, I learned a lot about Bruce, but in this specific story, you know, I was familiar enough with Bruce beforehand to understand kind of how deep the man was.
Yeah.
But I think I didn't quite understand just how brave he was until I understood this story, until I read Warren's book, Deliver Me From Nowhere, and until I really investigated, you know, the album of Nebraska. It's a record I'd heard before. I knew a little bit of the story about how it was recorded, how he recorded it on his own, but I didn't know the details. I think Bruce's bravery, not just in this period in his life, but in even allowing Scott and I to tell this story, and for him and John Landau, you know, his real life manager, who Jeremy Strong portrays in the film, to like take their hands off the wheel for a moment and allow us to be a part of you know, their story.
Songwriting's a funny thing. It's about searching for something. Something that's gonna give your life a little bit of meaning.
This is where you're meant to go.
This was a hefty role. So when I ask you, what is the most anxiety-provoking part of this process? What was it for you? What comes to mind?
I think the beginning was really tough. The very beginning, you know, when I said yes, I was kind of like, oh shit. Because everybody's got their big idea of Bruce, and I did too, you know. And I was really focused on all this like exterior stuff. I was like, well, I gotta sound just like him, and I don't look enough like him. What am I gonna do for this? And you know, I don't play the guitar, and I don't sing. And how am I gonna sing just like him? And all these things, and then also the public's perception of him, and how beloved he is, and rightfully so. But I was like, how am I going to make all these people happy? I want to make these people happy. I don't want to let them down, you know. And then it got so kind of noisy in my head. I was like, okay, you know what? You're never going to be able to make everybody happy. Everybody's kind of like relationship to this artist is so specific and personal and intimate. You just have to try and come at this in your own way. And so in the beginning, I tried to take Bruce out of it for a moment and go, okay, we have a young man. He's 31. He's a musician. He's been on tour with this record. It's his biggest record yet. He's coming home. What's he looking for? He's looking for peace. Okay, is that what he finds? Not really. And just try to break down what was going on for this young man and try to approach him as a man rather than an icon, which he is, you know.
Well, you nailed it. Your performance
Thanks.
was deeply moving.
Thank you.
Bruce is known for, all artists get pretty sweaty on stage, but Bruce is known for getting very sweaty through his run. So in your performance for Born to Run, you did.
Yes.
Was that enhanced or was that a natural glisten?
You know what? It's so funny for those scenes. I had some jump rope. I was trying to like lose weight in general for that film because you know, I saw photos of Bruce, and you know, he was a pretty small guy during that time. He put on a bit of weight before Born in the USA, some muscle.
Yeah.
So I had jump rope with me, and I thought for those scenes where he's performing on stage, I was like, I'm gonna have to bring this jump rope so I can really exhaust myself when I'm not on stage if they're setting up the cameras in new ways. So I'd always bring my jump rope, but then pretty quickly I realized, you know, just exerting yourself and singing that hard, that does the trick. I didn't really need the help. I didn't really need the jump rope. You know, I was singing that song for a couple hours, and after you're exerting yourself that much, that all that all comes naturally. Yeah.
I love that trick.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
After you shot Springsteen, you had worked with Austin Butler,
Mm-hmm.
who I know you heard this. He said you are his best smelling co-star he's ever had.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yes. He said
Yeah.
you smell like flowers and cigarettes.
Well, yeah, the cigarettes part for sure. Yeah.
So is there a cologne we use? How do we get this scent?
I don't know what. Oh, this kind of like eucalyptus sort of Lalabo eucalyptus scent. Yeah, I really like the smell of eucalyptus. I buy eucalyptus in the house and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. How does Austin smell?
He smells great.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Returning the favor.
Yeah. I'm trying to think the specifics, but it's been a while now since we shot it. I think maybe I was fresher, in his memory when he did that. Yeah.
How's that sound?
Looks about right.
Don't need to be perfect. I want it to feel like I'm in the room by myself.
Yeah.
Let's try one.
You worked with a vocal coach to really nail the vocals of Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get that grovelly sound? Like how much intentionality did that take?
Yeah, that was hard. I mean, I had about 6 months to work on singing. And find Bruce's voice, his speaking voice. And a funny thing happened, I worked with Eric Vitro's a wonderful teacher. And recorded a lot of the songs for Nebraska, and I felt pretty good about that. But then Born in the USA was a very hard song to sing, because he's not really singing as much as he's shouting. And I remember we recorded that song. I lost my voice entirely. And then as it started to come back, I really liked the way that it sounded. And so for a while, I was messing around with this idea of screaming into my pillow in the morning just to try and get a kind of rasp. And I remember talking to my music supervisor, Dave Cobb, who was like, I know you smoke cigarettes, maybe you should smoke more and drink more coffee and really try to get that. And then Eric Vitro, my vocal coach, heard all that, and he was like, you are not allowed to scream into your pillow. You are not allowed to smoke more cigarettes. Drop all of that. We're going to figure this out. And we ended up, figuring it out together.
I'm trying to find something real. These new songs, they're different, but they're the only thing making sense to me right now. The only thing I can still believe in.
Then we'll get it. Whatever it takes.
Well, they blew up the chicken man in Philly last night. Now they blew up his house too.
This is a highly unorthodox career move.
But that's the point. He's channeling something deeply personal. But in this office, my office, we believe in Bruce Springsteen.
And have you brought the guitar skills home yet?
I try to play for my girls every once in a while, and they don't want anything to do with it.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I think that's so sweet.
Me too.
They're
Tell
just
them.
like, Dad,
Yeah,
please,
exactly.
we're done
Yeah,
with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this is fantastic. I can't
Yeah.
wait for everyone to see. I was
I'll
so
appreciate
moved
it.
by your performance.
Thank you.